and welcome back to the Tea with Honey podcast. Hi, Mandi.
Hello, Teddy. How are we doing? How we doing?
We're good. How are you after spring break?
Spring break's over and I'm so happy. It's like the best. It's so wonderful. I'm doing great. I've enjoyed a couple days of free time now and everything is beautiful. It was a fun spring break. It ended up being like great, whatever. We survived it. But I am happy that school is back in session. It's wonderful. Yeah.
I bet.
Super
Good.
happy.
Good.
It was a long, holiday weekends are tough because there's a lot of people to see, a lot of things to do. So it was like kind of a fast ending to it. It gave us stuff to do, yes, but it also kept us like super busy, which I guess is like a blessing and a curse all at the same time. But I finished off the whole break on Monday with my big cleaning, my big organization day. And I was just like running through the house, doing everything that I could to get ready for the week. So perfect way to end the break, if you ask me. How are you? How's your week started after the holiday weekend?
Good. Fine. Normal.
Yeah.
I mean, because we live so far away from family, like holidays, unless it's like Thanksgiving or Christmas for us, it's like just the two of us, we're not doing anything special. So, we had like a really normal weekend. Like last Friday, I did like a ton of errands around town. I was running around town, the laundromat and thrifting and picking up a ham for Easter and whatever, just like running around town. And then, so like it was just one of those, I don't know. Friday was good. We saw a movie on Friday night.
Yeah.
We went and saw a movie called Fantasy Life.
Oh.
And it was one of those things, like I was on my feet all day. I was on my feet all day Friday. I didn't sit down once. I was like, go, 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 just doing stuff. And it was fine and it was fun. But I built a whole like garden trellis by myself. We have these we got these 2 garden trellises that we ordered online, and they've been sitting at my front door for like a week now. And I was like, okay, well, we need to build these and put them up because they're just like sitting in these giant Amazon boxes by the front door. And so I on Friday decided that I was going to try to build one, and I was finished building it before I saw that it says should build with 2 people and should take 30 minutes, and I did it as one person in about 3 hours, 3.5 hours. It took me so long and it was so miserable. It sucked. And I was like in the backyard and Rowan was pooping everywhere. So it just like smelled like dog poop and it was just like hot and whatever. So anyway,
beautiful.
I did that on Friday, and then Friday night my husband got home from work and I was like, I want to go see a movie. I just want to sit my butt at the theater and watch a movie. So we went and we looked at Project Hail Mary, and the seats for Friday night were terrible. Like we would have had to sit in like the front row. And I was like, for such a long movie, I do not want to sit in the front row. And for like a movie that I'm really excited about, So we ended up going and seeing a different movie that had like great seats available, and it was called Fantasy Life. Okay. And it was a really weird movie. It said in the description of it that it was a rom-com. But it was more like an awkward affair com. Like it was one of those movies that was like, I guess kind of funny, but only because like everything was so awkward.
Okay.
Not because it was haha funny. And it wasn't like, oh, happy ending. It was one of those weird, like the movie ended and I was like, it just ended?
Like it's done?
Like that's done? There was no, what? And so it was not, I would not recommend it.
Okay.
I think I gave it a 5 out of 10.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm trying to like read about it right now and it looks interesting. I don't know.
For me, it was like, it said rom-com. It seemed like, yeah, sure, Friday night. Yeah. Like I want to go to the movies. I have this free movie pass. I have this movie pass where seeing this movie is free because I've already paid for the pass a million times over.
Right.
So yeah, sure, free movie, whatever. It was weird. I like don't regret seeing it, but it was weird.
It's just a movie. You're not gonna love them all.
1,000%. Yeah. So we went and saw that on Friday night. Saturday, we I think ran a bunch of errands again. We're building the other trellis. We went for a WALK with the boys, whatever. So good day Saturday, again, moving around a lot, doing a lot of chores and stuff. And then We went and saw Project Hail Mary on Saturday night,
Uh-huh.
and it was so good.
I've been so excited to hear your thoughts about it.
Mhm.
I saw it on Thursday when I had my like free day. I went to the movies and saw it.
Mhm.
First of all, I knew it was a long movie, but getting a drink for that movie was the wrong move. That was like,
Getting a soda.
I got a blue icy, and I kid you not, I think I was like hour and a half in, I had to pee so bad. And I mean like bad. Like I had to go. And I was like, I can't leave this theater right now.
Was the
And
theater packed? Like, were there a lot of people in the theater for you?
no, it was
No.
it was a 3:30 p.m. showing. And my movie, the preview started at 3:30. The movie started at 3:52. I checked my phone for some reason to make sure I knew when it was starting because I knew it was a long movie.
Mhm.
And when I really had to pee, I pulled up my phone and I Googled, does movie runtime like count previews?
Oh,
Because I'm
no.
trying to do the math of how much longer I had to hold my pee. And it said, no, that's not. That doesn't include the previews, whatever. And so I'm doing the math like, okay, the movie started at 3:52. That means I have about 45 more minutes to sit here. I can't do it, but I did it. I was sitting on the edge of my seat, upright,
Oh.
so uncomfortable.
So you weren't like even really fully enjoying it because you were
No.
like, I've got to pee so bad.
Like, I don't know what it was. I had to go to the bathroom so bad, and to the point where after the movie, I couldn't even go because it was like so. Have you ever had that where you have to pee so bad that you can't? It took me like 15 minutes of sitting there holding my breath, like physically pushing to get it out. Isn't that bananas?
No,
I was like,
I know
I
what you
need to go to the hospital.
Okay, I said this to my husband the other day. I know what you mean where it's like, oh my God, I've had to go for so long, get out.
Right.
But do you ever, and again, this probably isn't healthy, but like in situations like that where you have to go to the bathroom so bad and you've been holding it for a long time and you finally go, does it sometimes take like a while for the relief to set in? Like,
Yeah.
like sometimes when I have to go to the bathroom so bad, I'll have to pee so bad. I'll go to the bathroom, I'll pee, and then I'm like the burn, the like pressure, the like sensation of like
Yes.
having to go to the bathroom
Yes.
doesn't actually subside immediately.
Correct. And
Do you
you're
know?
like, wait, I 100%
Because
know what you
my
mean.
husband-
There's none of that.
I said this to him and he said, no. What do you mean? That's not good. Like he had no clue what I was talking about. And I was like,
my gosh.
what? And
No,
so
truly.
like, I feel like it takes, it's usually like a minute, 90 seconds, whatever. Like by the time I'm done washing my hands, the feeling has subsided.
Like,
But
if you were to touch your belly and you really had to pee, and so you can feel it, it hurts to like touch your belly. You can feel like, I gotta go to the bathroom. When you touch, like it still kind of feels weird for a little bit. Yeah. I wonder if maybe it's your bladder, like
I don't know.
going back down.
Yeah, I don't know. And maybe it's something that like it's a female
maybe
bladder thing, and that's why my husband hasn't felt it. I don't really know. But I said that to him and he looked at me like I was losing it. And I was like, okay, whatever.
I'm not kidding. I almost called my husband thinking like, I need to go to the hospital because I have to pee so bad and I can't. And I'm sitting here like
at the theater
doing nothing because I'm just like, I have to go. And it would just slowly come out. And I was like, what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, long movie. If you haven't seen it and you're gonna see it, skip the drink. Don't get a drink. Or like accept the fact that you're gonna have to go during the movie and miss something.
Yeah. See, I got a drink, but I just had my water. I've been taking, because we go to the movie so often, because we go like once or twice a week at least.
Yeah.
I don't get soda. We never get a drink. We always just bring a bottle of water. So I'll bring like my Stanley, or I'll bring my Awala or whatever. I always take an Awala because it closes. But I always take a water bottle. And so I think like because it's not soda and something sugary and sweet that like I want to reach for, I drink less. Like I'm still drinking water because I'm like thirsty from the salty popcorn, but it's not like the way that I would like suck down a soda, you know?
That's true.
So that's what I do. It saves us money and it saves me sugar, and it's
fair. It's very fair. Okay. So anyways, aside from the bathroom debacle, let's talk about the movie.
Teddy from the future here. Just a quick heads up. We are going to talk about Project Hail Mary a little bit, and there are some spoilers. So I just wanted to throw this little caveat in here before we actually get into this. So if you have not seen the movie yet, skip ahead a little bit. Yeah. Well, can I tell you, so our movie, we went to like a, I don't know, 6:30 showing or something.
Yeah.
And absolutely jam-packed. Every single seat in the theater, jam-packed. And
Oh no.
and so, I mean, it's still like massive theater, like
Yeah.
absolutely massive theater. Every single seat was taken, front rows taken, whatever. But it was like a nice theater where like, you know, I have my little recliner thing. So
Yeah.
it's not like I was
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Right.
But I would say probably like 2/3 of the way through the movie, the theater started getting hot
Oh
and
no.
hot and hot. And to the point where like there was a guy, it was like my husband was on my left, and then there was a guy on my husband's left, and so it was like me, my husband, and then another guy, and then there was a lady next to me. And the guy next to my husband was miserable, and he kept fanning himself with his hat. Like he took his hat off and was like fanning himself with his hat. He was so uncomfy. And I had sweatpants and my blanket on, so I had to like rip my blanket off, and like the last third of the movie was almost unbearable because it was so hot in that theater. Like everyone in the theater, you could tell, was like, what is did the air conditioning break? What is happening?
Oh,
So
no.
although I didn't have to pee, I loved the movie all in all. I gave it in my journal, because every time I see a movie, I have a little box I put in my journal at the end of every day. When I see a movie, I put movie review, and I write the name of the movie. I give it a score out of 10, and then I write a couple sentences about it. And I gave this movie a 9 out of 10. And I think it could have been a 10 out of 10 had the theater not
100%.
been so hot.
Yeah, I could agree with that statement on the pee situation, but yes,
yeah.
fair.
And I even wrote in there, I was like, I know that the heat in the theater wasn't the movie's fault, but it definitely took away from the experience for me. And like, I think it was a long movie, and I remember thinking like, this is a really long movie.
Yeah,
but there, like, every part of the story I feel like needed to be told. Like there wasn't a part that I felt was unnecessary in the movie. So had I not been so hot, I think I would have been like, that's fine. Like I wouldn't have even noticed that the movie was so long.
Right. It was a long movie, but to your point, none of it was like, there wasn't any portion where I was like, come on, let's keep going. This was, we don't need this part. And I remember reading that the original like screenplay was much longer, and they had to cut so much to get it down to like, it was 2 hours and 36 minutes, I think. But all worth it. Every minute was worth it. Like, I don't think that there was a part that needed to go or could go, really. So I think it was so interesting because there's so many like emotions when you're watching that movie. I absolutely loved it. I'm trying to like, I don't know. I think I would give it the pee really wrecked the end of the movie. Like,
I know.
I was not
it was
happy.
Like the heat
I was
for
like,
me.
yeah, that it was really hard at the end. Let me just say, like, I don't know if I've ever seen a Ryan Gosling movie. Let me pull it. Barbie, but like he played like Ken, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't count.
He was
that.
in like The Notebook. Have you seen The Notebook?
No.
I haven't either.
I've never seen La La Land, Blade Runner, The Big Short.
I did see La La Land. I just saw that recently.
Is he the lead actor?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm scrolling through. I've never seen a movie of his.
Yeah, I think the only movie of Ryan Gosling's that I have seen, and I mean, people are gonna get on us for this because Ryan Gosling has been in some classics.
Like what? Okay, Remember the Titans. I remember watching that, but I mean, that was that's long time ago.
Like, Remember the Titans, Crazy Stupid Love, like The Notebook, The Fall Guy. Like, I feel like these are some movies that like a lot of people have seen. But yeah, the only ones I've seen of his are La La Land, Barbie, and Project Hail Mary.
And like Barbie, I'm not paying attention to him because he was playing Ken.
Right, I was paying attention to Barbie.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So I developed a major crush on Ryan Gosling over the weekend.
I think you're probably like 20 years late on that crush, but like that's a very like logical crush.
I think
That's
he is beautiful. Okay, first of all, he's in space for whoever knows how long. He looked beautiful in that spaceship, let me tell you. If I was a alien, I would have been like, yes, you're beautiful. You're a beautiful human. He is hilarious. He is such a good actor. I thought he was hilarious. I was cracking up through this movie. And
it was like unexpectedly funny.
Yes, he was so like, I just loved his personality because he was kind of like, I don't know this personality type, but I always really gravitate towards these people, but they're like not negative, but what's the way to describe that personality? He's like, and it's not dark humor. Sarcastic like humor. I don't. Yeah, it's kind of like cynical humor.
Yeah,
that cracks me up. I love personalities like that. That's what I find really funny. Those are people who I usually find really funny, and he had the perfect personality for that. So he did a great job, and I think I am in love with him now. So that made the movie.
I just did a little Google search. He has never been people's sexiest man alive. However,
why?
Fans really expected it in 2011. So like I think 2011 was maybe like the peak of his like Ryan Gosling, like people swooning over him, and I think people have swooned over him for a long time. But people were really thinking he was going to get it in 2011, but then Bradley Cooper got it in 2011, and people were really mad that Bradley Cooper got it. Bradley Cooper?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, you do. Type in Bradley Cooper.
Well,
you absolutely know his face.
I have thoughts. Bradley
He's like in The Hangover.
He won over Ryan Gosling. This man is not attractive. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay, well, are you seeing the same 5 pictures as me on my little Google Copilot search?
Yeah.
Whatever this is, because he is not the world's sexiest man, in my opinion. And first of all, Ryan Gosling in 2011, he looks kind of twerpy. He looks not that sexy. I don't think he would have won anyways. If you compare him to right now,
Ryan Gosling.
He's like a little scruffier with longer hair, and he looks like a little, I don't want to say dirtier, but like the first picture I'm seeing, he like the Project Hail Mary poster, like he looks a little grubby, and he looks like he's been through some crap. And I feel like it was that coma pod that he was in for a while. It kind of did him well.
Oh, yeah.
He looks good. I don't think I liked him in 2011. He looks a little twerpy.
He's aged like fine wine. Yeah.
I would say he's aged really well. He is looking really nice.
It's like just getting better with age.
I don't know what it is, but whoever styled him, did his makeup or whatever for this movie, props to you, because he looked
whoever
good.
told him to like get scruffy and grow his hair out.
He was easy on the eyes, let me tell you that. So, anyways, I have a new crush because of the movie, but
that's great.
I have to know, did you cry?
Okay, so here's what I have to say. I had this conversation with you, and you were like, you texted me, I don't know if it was during the movie or after the movie, and you were like, I was not expecting to cry. And I was like, yeah, I've heard it's like a super emotional movie and a lot of people cry.
Yes.
And you were like, I bawled like a baby.
Yes.
And then I said, do you think I'll cry? And you said, absolutely. And I said, do you think my husband will cry? And you said, it depends on what makes him cry, but knowing him, I think he potentially could. And so I was like, dang it. Like I went into this movie being like, this is going to be really bad. This is going to be bad. And I was like, I really should have, we were walking into the theater and I was like, I should have grabbed some extra napkins as tissues. And I didn't. I didn't cry.
You didn't cry?
No, I kind of teared up a little bit, but I think that you hyped me up and I thought the movie was going to end way sadder than it did.
Okay. The movie had a great ending. I didn't tell you it had a happy ending because I didn't want to spoil that for you. Yeah. I wanted to leave it on the hang note or cliff note, whatever. And okay, so you're telling me when you saw those little prints running through the little spaceship that you didn't shed a tear?
No. I got teary-eyed.
full-blown blubber. I mean, like, hysterically blubbering. Like, I was beside myself when I saw his little sooty footprints running away and Ryan's face all smashed up like that. I kid you not, I couldn't control myself. I even cried explaining the scene to my husband. I was like, I'm overwhelmed with emotion. And like
the little sooty footprints.
I was like, no. And that's when I texted you. At that part when I saw that and I saw this poor little thing going to its little orb, I was like, you're screwed, Teddy. You're going to sob like a baby because that little bestie bot.
That's the kind of thing that would like
exactly
have claim on my heart. And it absolutely did. And so I was like sad.
Yeah.
But I think I had like braced myself.
Yeah. Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
I had like really like built it up to be like, this is going to be hard. And so I was kind of expecting it. And then I was like, I like this even more.
Right.
And so I think had it ended the way that I was expecting it to end, it'd have been like a 7 out of 10 for me. 9 out of 10. Maybe even 10 out of 10.
I think what I don't want to spoil it for anyone because it's still a new movie, but the ending was so perfect because it's like, this doesn't spoil anything. You find out right at the beginning of the movie, Ryan Gosling's character has like no one. And he's just kind of doing his own thing, right? Like he never had a significant other or anything. And so I'm just happy that everyone had a happy ending and like, like he found something that meant so much to him. Yes. And I loved that. And I loved that he kind of gave, I don't know, the one lady, the mission lady, she really kind of cheesed me off a little bit with her way of
her
getting
karaoke.
Yeah, I was kind of PO'd at her. And I was kind of happy because at the end, I feel like he kind of gave her that middle finger back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He kind of like said, haha, like, I'm not going to come help you or you're on your own now, you know? So the movie was fantastic for a lot of different reasons, not just the emotion, but I think the acting in it was fantastic. I was very confused when Rocky came aboard. Like, I thought I was like, wait a minute. I thought this was a super serious movie. And then I'm watching this, like, this is the creature. This is what we're meeting. This thing. Arachno rock. I don't know. So,
yes. Rock spider.
Right. I was like, are we for real? I was at that moment in time, I was like, is this movie kind of like supposed to be for kids? I very much so was confused when that happened. I think I lost it for a second, but the bond is what.
Yeah. I definitely don't think it's supposed to be for kids. I think it's just like a sci-fi. It was a sci-fi book but I just think that like the way that the humor was kind of like intertwined into the movie, like I think a kid would have been miserable with that movie.
100%.
But I think that the way that like the humor was intertwined was good.
Totally. I think my head was telling me that like with CGI or with whatever editing tools we have now, that's the extraterrestrial being that we came up with. I mean, a rock with legs.
I think that's just what was written in the book.
100. Absolutely. You know? I like for some reason my brain was like, seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Like honestly, but the whole thing was just really sweet, really cute. I'm so glad you recommended that movie to me. My popcorn was great. I got the Bunch of Crunch, you know, those like,
oh yeah,
whatever those candies are. They're delicious. So fabulous time, fabulous movie. Absolutely recommend you go see it if you haven't already.
1,000%. Do you think, I was thinking about this, do you think, okay, I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast, but your husband is horrified of space. He is not, he doesn't like space.
Yes.
Do you think he would have liked this movie?
No.
He
wouldn't even, he was very reluctant. When I got home, he did not even want to hear about it. And then I made him.
I was thinking like it doesn't seem like super spacey. I mean, it is. It was definitely super spacey, but like, I don't know. A part of me was like, no, he might like it, but I didn't know.
I think the more serious portions when they were doing the science of like what's happening to the sun or what's happening in all these other planets and, you know, how far they're traveling. That's the part that would have freaked him out. I think he would have liked the humor. Like, it was kind of silly humor that I think he would have liked. But when they got into like this space talk, he probably would have been like, don't want to think about it. And like seeing Ryan Gosling come out of like the coma pod probably would have sent him in a spiral.
He'd have been like, I'm going to the bathroom.
He just doesn't like thinking about things like that because it freaks him out. And I get it. So, you know, I'm glad that he didn't go. I'm glad I saw it by myself. I made him listen to me tell him about the movie because I was very excited.
Share your popcorn.
Yep. I didn't have to share my popcorn. I didn't have his big old hands grubbing through my bucket. So it was good. I will say. Yes. Go ahead. No,
I was just going to say one more thing. Are you done with the movie talk?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. I have one more thing I want to talk about from the weekend. Okay. Have you heard of Neatos?
Neatos. No.
Neatos.
No.
So a Neato is like it's like a sensory toy. It's like, you know how I have my little magnets that I play with all the time?
Yes.
So there are these like squishy, they're like balls that you like squeeze. They're cubes or balls. There's different like shapes, but it's just like it's like a stress ball essentially.
Oh yeah. Okay,
but with like either gel inside of it or like sand or whatever. So Neatos are it's a brand of like a sensory like stress toy.
Interesting.
And I'm sure you've seen the packaging before. Like they've been, if you look it up, they have been all over stores forever, for years.
Okay.
Like I've seen the packaging and I've seen them in stores for years.
Okay.
For some reason, like the third week of March, these things went viral. Like I kid you not, like Labubu viral.
Oh my gosh.
They sold out everywhere. Every single Neato. People are going on Neato hunts. They're like, I'm going on a Neato hunt. And people will be going to like Cracker Barrel and Five Below and Meyer and every place, Barnes and Noble. Like there's a bunch of different places that like sell these.
Okay.
But people are just, Target sells them, buying them out everywhere. And I didn't even know what it was until this past weekend when it came upon my TikTok For You page. Okay. And I started scrolling and I now want one. I don't want to like chase one. I just want one for the squashiness of it. Like I want to feel the squash of it, but I don't want to go on a hunt for one. So I feel like I just need to be patient and wait a few weeks until the trend is done. And then I can just order one online.
For sure. These are very interesting. I'm finding so many different websites for them. You really don't think if you went to a few Targets, you can find one, or like CVS?
No, people are like at the Target door at opening running to them.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Like I just want the like cube.
You know, this Neato, the ice cube translucent thing.
Yeah, I just want one of those cubes. I don't want like a lollipop or a jellyfish or anything.
No, I
just want the like square.
They're completely sold out on Amazon.
They're sold out everywhere.
You know, I've never seen these. The only thing similar that I've seen are those like dumpling things.
Yeah,
you know, that people are like hunting for the sparkly ones.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I've seen that.
I think that's a big part of it. So the one that I really want, look up Neato Snowball. And it's like clear, but inside, whatever the material is inside, like whatever is inside is snow. It's like, it gives you like the crunch of like packing snow. So you crunch it and it gives like the crunch of like snow.
Yeah.
And
that
you can't really
nice.
You can't really tell from the pictures. That's the one I really want, but I don't think they sell those anymore. I think those are too hard to find.
There's one on eBay. That's like the first and only
I wonder
thing.
if it's like real.
Right? $65 from Walmart. What on earth?
Yeah, I see that too.
That's bananas. Wow. Okay. Very interesting. No, I haven't heard of, I mean, I feel like I've seen stuff like this. Nope. They're totally sold out at Target. Mm-hmm. Bananas. Isn't that wild how this stuff happens? Like it goes so viral and then it's gone.
Yes.
It's such an interesting thing. I I've never really liked squishy things like that because my brain convinces me that they make my hands smell like something. And so I
can
can't
see
stop
that.
sniffing my hands after I touch stuff like that.
I
So I
totally
can't
know.
do it. I just
I
can't
totally
do
know
it.
what you mean. Yeah, I don't know if they smell. I don't know. And I don't want to, it's like, I think a part of the reason why people are doing this is because they want to like create content about going on a Neato hunt. So it's
For
like,
sure.
because that's how I stumbled upon even what these things are, is because it was like girls being like, let's go on a Neato hunt today and see if how many we
Yeah.
can find.
Yeah.
And they're like these videos of them going from store to store to store going viral. So I feel like people are doing it because they want to create a TikTok that's going to go viral of them hunting for these things, not necessarily because they even want these things.
Right.
And I just want one, and I don't want to create a video about it.
It says the Snowball one offers a soft, squeezable, and slightly crunchy tactile experience. So yes, that one sounds very satisfying.
The Snowball is the one I want, but I don't know if they sell it. I don't know if I could find it anywhere.
I would buy it off eBay from one of these people in like new condition because they're selling them for $5.99. That's so weird. It's so odd to me how this stuff happens, but fun nonetheless. I think people love a chase and people like doing something that's relevant, right? So
yeah,
it makes sense. Huh. Well, I hope you.
So anyway, that's it. That's all I had. What were you going to say before I interrupted and told you about squishy things?
Speaking of chasing, so it kind of taking me back to the movie theater, not about the movie though. When I was leaving the movie, I made a trip to a Pokemon card vending machine that was in the movie theater. And I bought a pack. I stood there and I was like,
Was it like a specific series that you wanted?
No, I just saw Pokemon card vending machine and I said, sure, let's do it. And I looked at the packs and I bought one that looked nice. It had a Pokemon I liked. So I said, sure.
Okay.
Let's buy it. So I bought it, took it home, opened it, and got one of my favorite Pokemon in a card. And I was like, no
Who was
way.
It?
Auroras, the one I can't get in Pokopia.
Yep.
So I got one of her like full art cards, whatever. And I was like, that was really fun. I should see if there's any good Pokemon card stores nearby. So I started Googling some of the stores. I know a couple, but I wanted to find like a good one. And I'm talking ones like the ones I've been with you or been to with you that have a ton of cards that are already opened so I can see what I'm getting and they're just like priced to buy individually.
It's not like you're taking a gamble on opening a pack and hoping you get something and odds are you won't. Yeah.
Right. I was like, I just want to walk in and look at cards, not purchase packs and gamble it. So I looked at some stores and I told myself, Friday, I'm going to go to some card stores or over the weekend maybe. And I was like, I just want to do that. So when I was looking up these card stores and following some on Instagram so I could remember which ones, I saw one of them share a story that there was a card convention that upcoming weekend. And it was like
odds?
25 minutes from my house. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to have to go to this.
And you know that they'll have it's like perfect. It's all the cards.
Exactly.
Without having, like, you could just get a direct card.
Right. I was like, that's even better. I don't need to go to one store. Why do that when I can go to a convention when there's like 100 stores participating? So I told my husband, you're on duty. I have a Pokemon card store or card convention to get to. So he was like, I'm not going. You go. And I ran downstairs immediately as soon as I heard about it, pulled out my binders, got my cards ready. And I was like, I'm bringing my cards. I'm going to try to do some trades. I'm going to see if I can save money by doing that. And I was getting prepared. I picked out which cards I knew I wouldn't get rid of and left them at home and tried to get myself organized. So the day of the convention, I was like quickly looking up the value of some of my cards I would trade. And I tried to do my research because I knew going into this, like, people are going to try to haggle me or like
1,000%.
hassle, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was nervous. I'd never been to a Pokemon card show convention, whatever you want to call it, before. So I was kind of nervous. And I got there and it was so packed. I'm talking so many people were there. And I was like, you know what? I'm comfortable now. There's tons of other people here. We're good. I called you for moral support and I went in and I had my LL Bean boat and
Boat and tote.
with my binders of Pokemon. I brought my childhood collection and there was no organization to it. And then I brought my other binder that had some of my like cards that I bought a couple years ago through now. And I walked in with a dream and I said, okay, here's my goal. I have this one Lugia card that I think I forgot to send you a picture of it this week. I had one Lugia card that I got back in 2022 that I randomly pulled, and I don't love it. So my mentality was I'm going to trade it for something I love.
But it was like a big deal when you got it.
Huge deal. It was a big deal because I think it was the most valuable and like highly sought after card in the whole set. So it's a Lugia from Silver Tempest, which I think was...
And it was like an alt art full...
It's the Lugia V alternate full art. So it's a super cool card. It's a super duper cool card. But what kind of like sparked all this is my TikTok algorithm has become Pokemon card binders. But a lot of... individuals who have similar tastes as my own, or like Pokemon that I do. And I was like, wait, they just have all their cute cards. That's what I need to do. I just need to focus on the cards that I like. And it really inspired me to do the trade because it's a card that I don't care about. Why would I keep that and instead not get something that I really want?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I'm saying that right. But I was like, I want to create my binder in a way where it just speaks to me, something that when I flip through it, I like everything that I see, right?
Yeah.
So anyways, my goal was to trade that Lugia card for one of two Sylveon cards that I really had wanted. One was from Evolving Skies, and then one was from one of the more recent sets, Prismatic Evolutions. And I had looked this up before I went, but they're all roughly, well, my Lugia card is worth more than both of those Sylveon cards. So the Sylveon cards are worth about the same. So I went in knowing that, right? And I was too nervous to ask people about it. Like when you walk up to a booth, the vendors are like, "What are you looking for? What brings you here?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm just looking for cards. I don't know." And it took the right person for me to feel comfortable saying like, "I really want a Sylveon card. And I think I want to trade for it, but I've never done it before. So I'm not sure how it works." And it took the right vendor, like taking that as an open door to explain the process.
And to like
me.
teach. Yeah.
And to like wrap their arms around me a little bit. And I was really lucky because I met some people who did exactly that. And they like walked me through the process and what I should look for in my future conversations because they were like, "I don't have the Sylveon you want, but I want you to make sure that you don't get like screwed over by someone else here." Right. And so they explained to me how it's like the vendors look for I don't know. They kept saying all these percentages of like trade value. And if you do cash, then it's cheaper than if you do this. And for trading, it's a higher percentage. I don't know. It was confusing, but I was like, I told them, this isn't about the money for me. I just want what I like. That's it. Like to me, Pokemon cards are not about the money or the value. Like I just want to look at things that I enjoy. So I ended up meeting a couple vendors that were really kind. One of them did have a Sylveon card that I really liked, the Evolving Skies one. And then I met another vendor who had the Prismatic Evolutions one. But when we got to talking about the trade, he tried screwing me over and taking two of my best cards. And I was like, huh?
He tried taking a Lugia and something else for a Sylveon that was worth less than the
Lugia. And the guy before had wrapped his arms around me, and metaphorically, and he said, "Do not let someone do an even trade for this." He was like, "You need to know that if you are going to trade just this card for either of those Sylveons, you need to be getting some cash back. Or like they need to give you another card on top of it." And so I kept that in mind when the guy was like, "Oh yeah, like I would do this one and this one." He was looking through my binder and he pointed to one of my favorite cards that I have. And I was like,
what was it? It was the Lugia and what?
It was the Lugia and Dialga card. And so it's like this beautiful rainbow card that I have that I love. I absolutely love this card. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to think about it. I'll be walking around, so I'll come back if I decide I want to.
And you're like, and heck off, I will
said,
not be coming back.
You. He was this guy who looked like just this greasy little teeny bopper who was like just trying to swindle people out of cards. And I was like,
right, he thought he could take advantage of you. Yeah.
I was like, all right, you have like 10 cards in your little box here. Do better next time. Don't try to take my cards, sir. So he was like, not my favorite man. I was really annoyed by him. And anyways, so I didn't trade with him, but eventually I found this adorable little old man who had his son with him, and it was the sweetest thing. He had my Sylveon from Evolving Skies, and I told him flat out, I was like, someone just tried to take this card and this card for one of my Sylveons. He was like, no way. And I was like, wait, could you believe it? And so he pulled up the little like TCG player app. So we looked at all the market values of everything, and we made a deal. We traded cards, and he gave me some cash on top of it. And he asked me, are you good with all of this? I said, yeah, I am. Are you comfortable with all of this? And he said, thank you for asking. But yes, I am. I am very comfortable with this.
Thank you for asking.
I mean, it goes two ways. Like, I saw a lot of people.
He made the offer to you. He wouldn't have made it to you if he wasn't comfortable.
I know. I saw a lot of vendors like there's a lot of really sweet ones who want to like bring joy to people. So I saw people like giving away unopened packs of cards, and I saw a lot of people giving deals where like maybe they're not making money that they should be making back on the cards. And you know, there were some people who would walk up to the vendors kind of aggressively and offer like really stingy things or like demand things from them. And so I don't know. I just wanted to make sure I was kind to him as well. So we did our little trade. I felt really good. I was super happy. I got my Sylveon, and that was it. It was great. I got home. Go ahead.
No,
I cut you off. Okay. So, I got home, and let me tell you though, I can't stop thinking about Pokemon cards.
You just like kind of sparked. Do you have like a list now of other ones you want?
Teddy.
Oh.
Okay. Here's the thing. I spent hours over the past couple of days. I reorganized my entire childhood binder, went through every set, put them in set and then numerical order by set. So that's all done. And then I went through my like more modern binder, pulled out all my cards, and put all my trade-worthy ones right at the front, the ones that are like a little higher value that I could actually use as tradable ones. Put them all on the couple of front pages so I know if I go back to a show, I can like find them real quick. And I am making Google Docs, like Excel sheets right now that have all of my cards on there and their current market value, so I can like quickly reference them and the value. And then I made a Google Doc of the cards that I want, all my favorite ones, so I can search for them and have like a goal. So I don't walk into these things without it, because I feel like what I've done wrong in the past is just like wanting them and buying them. Whereas now it feels more, I don't know, there's more of a focus, right? I walk in and I have a purpose. So I made a list, and I'm at 27 cards that I really want to get for like favorite binder. The problem is these cards are not cheap. These cards are expensive. So I don't know how I'm ever going to get them.
Do you know the value of the ones that you're willing to trade?
I do. And some of them will like trade well, but I'm talking some of these cards, like there's a Gardevoir and Sylveon card that's $545. I don't have a card worth $545.
You have, I probably could.
That's not even what I would have had to pay on top of it by a lot. Yeah. I would have had to pay a good chunk of money for that. So, and then there's a Gengar that I want that's $600 some. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe one day, not today, not anytime soon. But I have, it feels like there's purpose behind it. I'm not just shooting for the stars. There's a happy medium, because I will have to buy packs to like open cards to get tradable ones too. But I feel like I'm not just shooting in the dark here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's become a problem. It's kind of all I've been thinking about the past couple of days. But it's been fun. It's been real fun.
That's okay. Listen, hopping back onto a hyperfixation is always fun.
It totally is. I don't know. I'm loving like putting the ones together. Like I have all my favorite ones sitting right next to me. I've been looking at them every single day. And I think if I can just keep a binder of favorites, like in one of my desk drawers, it's better than them sitting in a plastic tub in the back of a closet, right? Like,
oh, for sure.
I think it's
Please
good, so.
do not rub off on my husband.
No
I do not,
promises.
I do not need him getting back on his booster box grind.
But it's so fun. I love it. That's like one of my favorite things when I come to visit you, when him and I would sit and open Pokemon cards together. That was like always really, really fun. We didn't do it too much. Like I don't think we got totally out of control, but I think there is one of those situations in our future where we'll get like some booster boxes or something and we'll sit at your table and open up some cards.
I'm sure.
It's so fun. So that's what I've been doing the past couple of days. It's just been going through my Pokemon cards. And now, oh, I shouldn't say this, but I am. I downloaded Whatnot, re-downloaded Whatnot after almost a year. And I went on a Whatnot Pokemon card hunt because a lot of people do it. Yeah, I did.
No.
Not ones that I wanted either.
Just like cheaper ones.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's cool. Swipe.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's cool. Swipe. Oh, well, I mean, I haven't bought anything since, but it turned dangerous for a weekend. It almost got me. So anyways,
that'll happen.
It's been, thanks to going to the movies, thanks to them for having this Pokemon card vending machine that restarted this whole love. But here I am. Back on the
That's
Pokemon
okay.
card.
Have fun with it. Enjoy it. That's all I'm going to say.
You.
Don't go overboard, but have fun with it. Enjoy it. You have the stuff. You've done the work.
I'm doing the research. Like I'm trying to be smart about it. And if I can do most of this like through trade value and maybe sell some stuff here and there, if I can do it where it's like you sell a card, you make money back, and then you can use that towards a purchase of a new card, that makes sense in my head. And I don't know, like I have these things sitting down here, and if I don't enjoy them, the ones that I have, why not get rid of them? I've always told myself, oh, when I'm older, I'll do this. But who knows? Like, what if I can't do it when I'm older? What if something happens to them? Like, I got to enjoy them while I can. I might as well do this now so I can actually enjoy them. So anyways, there's another card show in like a couple weeks, I think. And I'm definitely going to have to go back.
Is there?
It happens once a month. So.
Oh. Okay.
I looked it up. I wrote down every date for the rest of the year that they have this show. And then there's another one, I think in 2 weeks at a different location. So super excited, but it's fun. It's just fun stuff, right? Who doesn't want to collect a little bit of cardboard? I do.
1,000%.
It's pretty.
If it brings you joy, that's all that matters.
It was good. It was very good. What else have I done? You know what? I actually learned about something this weekend. Planting. So let's talk about gardening a little bit because I know that you're really in the thick of getting your gardens going.
Mm-hmm.
So my husband's cousin hosted us this weekend for the holiday, and she looked at me and she said, I want to show you my tubers. Come with me. I was like, what are you talking about?
Is this family friendly?
It's very family friendly. But in my head, I was like, what are you talking about?
I know. Yeah.
So she walked me to her basement, and I have no clue what I'm walking into right now. And this room is filled to the brim of Dahlia tubers. Do you know what a tuber is?
A flower?
Yes. So the flower dahlias, right?
Uh-huh.
So
I know a dahlia.
So dahlias start from tubers. And I guess this woman is a part of the Dahlia Society, and she has awards up the wazoo for her dahlias.
Like little sweet potatoes.
Exactly. You can eat them. You can eat tubers like a potato. So she said, I want to give you some tubers to grow. And I said, ma'am, I've never seen one of these things until right now. And she said, it's very easy.
Dahlias are beautiful.
They are. She gave me an album of every single kind of dahlia because she has every single kind. I'm talking tubers to the ceiling. It was bananas. And she gave me this album. I looked through it, picked a few that I really liked. One of them's called a Teddy. Look up a Teddy Dahlia. It's really pretty. And I thought of you.
Yeah.
Isn't it pretty? It's like an orangey.
Orange. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I really love it. So I got a tuber of that. Now what you do is I took these tubers and I put them in plastic baggies with some dirt, and you let them grow their little legs or whatever. Okay. And so then I plant that, I think. I don't know. I'm going to call her at some point when they're ready. And once you plant the plant, it grows like 5 to 8 more tubers for next year. So I'm going to have like 40 tubers next year, and you can sell the tubers and just ship them to people. So what I'm going to do, I'm sending you some tubers.
Send me some tubers.
I'm going to send some tubers to you because they're beautiful flowers. They grow like 5 feet tall, but I'll have a ton of these tubers, and they grow these little, they call them eyes. They look like little snail eyes because they're 2 little things sticking off of the tips of them. And that's how you know they're going to grow the little legs. So my Teddy tubers don't have eyes yet. And so we're hoping that they develop the eyes, but my other ones have eyes. So super weird. But I got those all planted, and hopefully they grow some eyeballs and some little sprouts. But I learned something new. I learned how to plant them.
There's so many people on Etsy selling tubers.
Isn't that bananas?
So many.
It's so wild. And so it's like there's different rarities of them.
I want a Dahlia pompon.
What is that?
Type it in. Dahlia pom, Pompon.
Dahlia pompon?
Yeah. They're like little lollipops.
Yes. So, okay. If you look at this little booklet that she gave me, they're all just different names, and they look so different. Some of them look kind of like a daisy. Some of them look like these little round circles. So I don't remember the other kinds. I think I got Fluffles. Type in Fluffles Dahlia.
How do you spell Fluffles?
Yeah. Fluff. I got the Fluffle, which is like a pink and a yellow inside, like pinky lavender. I'm obsessed with that one. I got the Teddy Dahlia, and then there were 2 other kinds. I don't remember what they're called, but like that one's not as pom-pommy as the other circles.
Right.
But it's so weird because they're the same kind of flower, but like they look so different. Isn't that wild? So yeah, the pom-pom ones are cool. I don't remember what the other 2 are. But I'll see. I really, really love them though. And I'm excited. I'm just going to do them in little like planters on my porch because I don't want to plant them in the ground.
Tubers in her basement.
It was mind-boggling. And I mean, she had them in bags. She had them in bins. She had them hanging up from a laundry rack in their little bags, like hanging from a clip. And so I was like, what is going on down here? So it inspired me to do that and get those all planted and ready. So then I planted.
Isn't it crazy how like in the same way that you are like in your Pokemon card thing and you're like so interested and you're organizing and you're sorting and you're going to conventions, that like your husband's aunt or cousin has like this thing that she's so into that she has like these flower tubers hanging from her. Like everybody's got their thing, and it's so like cute and funny that like your thing is Pokemon cards right now, and it's obviously right now, and her thing is tubers right now, and it's like we're all just
excited about something,
doing our stuff.
Yes, sharing the joy or sharing things that bring us joy.
Yeah,
I don't know. She was like, she's like older, and she just loves her Dahlia. She was very quick to say, my sister-in-law said, oh, how's the Dahlia club? She goes, Society. Dahlia Society. And I thought it was the funniest thing in the whole world. I had to bite my tongue from laughing. So I was like, she corrected you fast on that. But they're beautiful. So I planted those in my little baggies, and I got all my veggies planted, like the seeds planted, and I'm just going to try to grow the seeds. Nothing's popping up yet. I had a little oopsies yesterday because I realized my hydrangeas are all budding already. It's early for hydrangeas to be budding, and I haven't even pruned them yet. So I missed my opportunity to prune my hydrangeas, and now they're going to be like mammoth
Oh,
big this
I
year, and
did.
I'm not happy.
Yeah, I pruned my hydrangeas back a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
and they are bright. They're full leaf now already.
Are
Like
they?
full leaf. Yeah, I'll send you a
Oh my
picture.
gosh. Send me a picture. We're like, I feel like our growing season is a few weeks, if not like a month,
Mhm.
maybe a month and a half behind yours. And they're all, everything is still bare and twigs, but it has those little like reddish green buds popping out. Now that to me means you can't prune them now. Like that's a new growth for this year. Those are your flowers. And I'm like, well, I got to cut some of these off because this is like eating up my house. I have to cut some of them. But I was bummed because I really wanted to cut them back this year. But I just get so confused because when you Google like the best time to prune your plants, everything kind of suggests something different and it's confusing. So I was a little bit bummed, but it forced me to clean up all of my plants last night. I was out until 7:45 cleaning up every single plant in my garden yesterday. But
So
it's done.
our hydrangeas, we were able to prune them back. Like when I pruned them a couple weeks ago, they
Mm-hmm.
were starting to bud and I could see little baby buds on them. And
Yeah.
I sometimes would just have to prune the bud off. Like I
Yeah.
did. Like I would go down to the where I saw the bud and prune everything above that. And then sometimes if it was like an extra long stick, I would prune the bud off and I'd be like, oh
Yeah.
well, it's gonna more will come in. And they
Yeah.
sure have. So
Okay. That's what I kind
depending
of
on how
told
many you
myself.
have, you probably still could.
I know. I cut them back a bit, but like they're kind of past our windows on the first floor, so it looks a little jungly sometimes because these things get
Mm-hmm.
fluffy.
They get
And
big.
I love them, but I really want them to just cut. I just want them to be a little
You want 'em
shorter.
to
So,
block light from the inside of the house, yeah.
right. So we'll see what happens, but I was like, you know what? Some of them are going to have to go. I'm trying to make them all the same size. It is
Mhm.
what it is, but it prompted me to do that like spring yard cleanup. And my husband didn't even help. He sat inside with my daughter and they were watching TV and I was like, "You guys don't feel like helping today?" And honestly, I'm glad they didn't because I get mad. Like I ask him to help with that, but the second he brings a pair of scissors near my flowers, I get anxious. So I'm like,
Like,
"Don't you
don't touch
dare
it.
wreck them." I'm like, "You're going to cut them way too short. I'm going to be so mad at you." So it's
Yeah.
better I do these things by myself.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, that's like between the seed planting and my Pokemon cards, I've been busy. She's been a busy girl. Um, I'm trying to think of like what else I've been doing. You know what? You know what I did
What?
do finally? This is important. This is really important. After 100, 30, 35, 140 hours of Pokopia, I finally built a storage solution.
Oh, that's good.
I finally built myself storage.
That's
And I
important.
feel so happy about it. Like
Yeah.
I
Did you
finally
just do
got it
one
done.
main storage area?
I did. So the hard part with the storage for me is if I'm in one area, but I'm trying to build something in another area, I don't like having materials in like 10 different zones,
1,000%.
right? Because like, what if I have more stones in the withered wasteland and I don't have enough here? I just want it all in one spot. So I know
Mhm.
like, oh darn, have to go back. So what I did was I dug into a mountain of the withered wastelands,
Mhm.
and I made a massive storage center.
Okay.
Now, I tried doing the stairs, and when I put a frame, this happens to me in the Pokemon Center because I do the big tubs in the Pokemon Centers for tradable like blocks of like soil or whatever.
Mhm.
So I put frames above that, and every time I go to interact with my storage box, it goes to my frame and it just automatically goes to the frame instead of the box. So I have to like angle my face downward to get to my storage, and I don't like doing that. So when I first built this storage unit and I put the frames like on the boxes in this staircase pattern, there was so many like UI pop-ups for like frame or
Mhm.
like inventory, whatever. So I was like, I can't do this. I can't. I know I'm going to go nuts. So I ended up doing it where I have like a wall that's 4 blocks high and I cut into the second box from the floor too deep and I stuck them all in like that. So I can just see the one short end of every box. And then I did the frame up a third like on the 3rd block high. So when I run up to my little inventory box, it's at my eye level and it doesn't even go to the frame. It goes straight to the box. So I don't have any of that like conflicting UI message popping up. So
okay, I'm trying to picture what you're describing here. I'm going to send you, did you see my storage? Did I show you mine?
Show me.
I redid my storage at the beginning of last week, I think. Let me see if I have a picture of it here. I'm sure I have taken a screenshot. I know I took a picture in the game. Do pictures from Pokopia save onto your Switch automatically?
No, you have to add them to your device album too.
Oh.
I know, it's super frustrating. So it's like a second step. And I also, fun fact,
I have
learned today. Here. Ooh, send it to me. I learned today in Pokopia that when you want to take a picture of an item to 3D print and like multiply, you have to set a specific setting on the camera on your Switch. So it takes a photo of the object. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I just learned that today. Yeah, I was getting so mad.
I did that like last week or the week before when I printed a sprinkler. Because I couldn't find the sprinkler recipe and I really wanted it. So I just sent you a picture of what I did. I have like the steps, but I don't have the frames on the picture. Or I don't have the frames on the chest.
Oh, I see.
I have it just to the left. So like I can see that like, okay, my like fruit is like the 3rd box up. And then I just hop up the steps and click on the box.
Yes.
So there's no frames. I think having the frames on the boxes would be absolutely chaotic.
It looked really nice. It looked really nice.
Yeah, I'm sure it looked great, but that would be a nightmare.
Did I see it? Right. The second I put it on, I was like, I absolutely will not be doing this. I don't know where I saw the inspiration, but I wanted to try it. And I'm glad I didn't fully go through with it. I realized it right away. And I was like, I will absolutely dislike this. I cannot like commit to this. So no, I don't even have a picture of it. This thing is like huge. It's not working as a house or anything, but when you walk in, all the walls, it goes like 15 blocks backwards. Mm-hmm. And I'll send you a picture of it later, but it works really, really well because I can see the whole room and it has 15 boxes on each side-ish and then 3 on the other wall. So it holds plenty of storage for me. There's ones that I haven't even touched. I'm like, I don't need all these storage boxes. I really don't.
That's what I did with mine too. Like I built out a massive storage area. Yeah. I'm in a cave off of Withered Wastelands.
Yep.
It's like if you're looking at the Pokemon Center and take a right.
Same.
I'm like
exactly
right
there. Yes, that's exactly where I did too.
A bit, so I didn't dive straight in. I dug like probably like 10 blocks down. Yeah. So I'm like down.
Nice.
So that if I dig into the wall at all, I'm not like in there. But if you're looking at the Pokemon Center, straight to the right and down. Yep. And I built it probably like I only have probably like 2/3 of the storage used right now.
Yeah.
Like so I have like an extra like third for additional chests, for additional growth, for like stuff that I know in the future I'm gonna have extra stuff of, you know?
Right.
So I'm the same way. And so I have in my storage area, I have like all of that storage along that one big wall, like right when you walk down. And then to the left, I've got like a whole crafting station with the chests around it. To the right, I've got a whole kitchen set up. So I've got like a stove and a cutting board and bread oven, whatever over there. And then along the wall that like the back wall, the wall that you come down up the stairs, there's I put all of my like dolls.
Yes.
My like Dream Island dolls.
The plushies. Here, I found the picture I used. So this is what I was trying to do. Horrible.
Oh, yeah, miserable.
I loved the look of it. I was like, that's super clean. Literally a disaster. It was such a nightmare. So I would not recommend doing it that way. But I loved your idea of doing a kitchen there too. So I did. I couldn't get it to look like a way I was happy with. So I dug down a couple steps and did a little kitchen in the center, but like lower. And I did a little fridge, some vending machines so I could get my like waters or whatever for the day because I never do that.
I just don't have electricity in my Withered Wastelands yet.
Oh, that'll do it. But I
haven't even tried.
Day.
I haven't gotten the transformers yet, and so I'm not going to waste my time putting utility poles everywhere. So I'm not even going to wait. I'm going to wait until I'm not done with the game yet. Like I haven't gotten those.
I would. So. I think there's the vending machines in the beach. Like I would just throw one by. I would take a vending machine and put it near a pole.
There's the ones in the back too that are by there's vending machines on the beach, and then there's the ones that are in the back by like the pink hut. Like where you have to build that pink hut initially in Withered Wastelands. Where there's like that door above.
Yes. Yeah, I would just move one of those to the beach if you need to. But I really like having the kitchen stuff there because you're right. It's so smart. I put all my berries and stuff in, well, no, not berries, my farmable stuff right next to the cooking area. And then off to the side, I have a box for my berries and then a box for any cooked food and extra kitchen supplies for other areas. So I finally feel organized. That's took flipping forever to go back and forth from all my storage boxes. And I'm like, okay, let's get anything that you can sit on, like chairs, couches, whatever. Let's run that back.
I have like a relaxation chest. I have a decor chest. I have a lighting chest. Like I have literally just the relaxation chest.
Yes.
Where it's like beds and sitting things.
Yes. I have a cute decor box of things that I think are cute, and then a weird decor box, and it's like where my drums go and where my like construction equipment and like the weight bags or things like that I don't really like, but I know I'll need them for some people, Pokemon, whatever. It took me hours to do this. Like I spent way too much time on the storage unit. I was like, which floor would look the best? Marble? And I'm like, no, dirt. So it's just...
Yeah, I have wood floor right now in my storage. Cute. I have the like diagonal wood floor, but my walls are all still dirt. Like I haven't filled the walls in yet and gotten those done.
It takes way too long. So anyways, I spent a lot of time doing that. But it gave me something to do. Like it was fun to do in the game. It got my junk out of Withered Wastelands, and now I feel like I can actually like work with the space. You know, because I haven't done anything there because it is just a storage zone at this point, but now it looks a lot better. Except tell me this, I put a staircase up the mountain to get out up top, and Parasect has, I mean, the whole time I was running back and forth doing all this, Parasect would go slowly walking in, fling the door open, walk through the storage center, go up the stairs, and then I'd watch it do it over and over and over and over again. And it just kept the whole time that I was running around filling up my storage chests. Parasect, the freakiest Pokemon in my opinion, was just doing laps through my storage utility. So I liked seeing them use the space, but it was kind of funny. Teddy's got
sorry, Amazon's
Miles
delivering a package, and Miles is
I was
not
gonna
happy
say
about it.
As I talk, Miles is grumbling at the front door. He's protecting you.
Yeah, it was Amazon dropping something off.
It's important.
Yeah, I ended up moving. I don't know what's the little bagel dog.
Oh, there's like Dash Bun, and then the other one. There's Dash Bun and what's the other one's name? Dash Bun. Hang on, I'll pull. I know what
little like cream, kind of like cream and orange.
Dash Bun evolution line. Fido.
Yes. Fido lives in my storage unit right now.
What a glamorous home.
I know. Don't know why. I like set up a house. I was setting up my kitchen, and it was like new habitat discovered or whatever. Yes. And I was like, well, and then Fido showed up, and I was like, I guess you're just staying there for now.
Fido.
I'll move you eventually.
That's hilarious. I was trying to think about it. I was like, who could live in here? I mean, Parasect, you're really enjoying this. Like, you look very happy in here, but this does not fit your vibe. Who would be my like storage clerk? You know, like it would be like their warehouse. And I'm like, it would be hilarious to make like Machamp and Machoke a warehouse for them and do like scaffolding and like a bunch of pipes and stuff. But I'm like, I didn't really make it that vibe, but I should have. Maybe if I make them one in their home, I'll like make them their own space. Yeah. I think I'm going to make them a dojo though. They need their own like dojo house. So we'll see. Fun. I have all these ideas, and then I turn the game on and then I get overwhelmed, and then I get mad that I played it because I'm like, I didn't do anything productive. So I'm having like, you know, a mental crisis with the game a little bit.
I get that.
So
I really haven't played a lot this week. We've had I played on Monday, and then yesterday I played some Palia, and then today we got a new Disney Dreamlight Valley update. So that's what I played today, and I had a lot of fun with it. I think with Disney Dreamlight Valley, I really appreciate the way, and the more I think about it, the more I appreciate the way that they roll out updates. Like, I think we get very regular Disney Dreamlight Valley updates every couple of months, but I feel like the updates that we get are like hefty. Like, I feel like they are good, significant, like good. I just like the updates that we get.
Yeah.
Because we're always getting a new character. We're getting quality of life updates. We're getting a new star path. So like every time I feel like we get new stuff. This update is called the Whispers of the Wind update. And it is the Pocahontas update. So I got Pocahontas into my valley today and it was really easy. It was like a really easy way. You don't open a door in the dream castle.
Okay.
Yep. It like is a letter that comes to your mailbox, and then you work with Moana to go investigate these like sparkling waters, these glimmering waters. And so you find Pocahontas that way, and you don't have to spend any Dreamlight on her.
Okay.
I will just say, I feel like with Disney Dreamlight Valley, some of the like characters that they bring in, I don't think they translate well. Where like Cinderella, I don't have her yet, but like she doesn't really look Cinderella to me. I don't know. It's like I think it's just the vibe of like what I have pictured the princess to look like doesn't really translate super well sometimes into the game. I don't know.
Right.
There are some I think that translate really well, and there are some that don't. Like Wally looks great, but like Cinderella, she's not my favorite.
Cinderella, she does not look Cinderella-y here.
Okay, yeah. Let me look this up.
You're right. She doesn't look like, I mean, she doesn't look like her animated self from the movies or anything, in my opinion.
So, anywho, however, all that to say, I think Pocahontas looks fabulous.
Let me look her up now.
I think she looks good.
Okay, Cinderella looks like she's from Jimmy Neutron in Dreamlight Valley as I stare at her.
I don't know if there's any pictures of her on
Pocahontas Dreamlight Valley.
I know.
I'm sure on like I feel like I've seen it. No. Right? Wouldn't they have put her on like the update page or something?
If you go to here, I'm going to send you this video really quick. I'm going to send you the link in chat.
Sweet.
So here it's a clip to a YouTube short.
Perfect.
I just think Pocahontas looks good. Like, I feel like they did a good job designing her character. Like, whatever they did, however they translated her into the game, I feel like she looks like Pocahontas. And I think
she does.
Like, she looks good, I think.
She does.
So I was really excited to get her in the game. I got her in today. And that was fun. I started that. She's got some fun quest lines, whatever. I got her a couple friendship levels up and worked on a couple of her quests. I think one of my favorite parts about this new update, though, is we have a brand new building. Like a brand new free building called the Grand Exhibition.
What is that?
And it is the Disney Dreamlight Valley Museum. It's like the Animal Crossing Museum, but for Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Stop.
And so it's called the Grand Exhibition, and it's like Olaf runs it. But they give you this like beautiful grand building.
Okay.
And they walk you through it, and every biome in Disney Dreamlight Valley, every like little, there's like the Dazzle Beach, there's Peaceful Meadow, whatever. Every biome has its own room. And in each of those rooms, you have to donate one of every kind of every flower, one of every crop, one of every gemstone. And so
cool.
it's truly like Animal Crossing's museum, but for Disney Dreamlight Valley, and every room has their own, or every biome has their own room.
Amazing.
And so I think that's so cool. It's been so much fun. And however, I am running into some issues.
Okay.
The first room is the Peaceful Meadow, because that's open to all of us as soon as you start the game. Like, you get the plaza and the Peaceful Meadow. Like, that's the first place you go. And so the first room that they're having us like fill out is the Peaceful Meadow, as like they give us the tutorial of like basically how this grand exhibition works. Well, a part of it is you have to like have befriended all of the critters. I don't befriend the critters.
Oh, no.
I have purposefully ignored the critters for 3 years. So like, it's like befriend all the critters, whatever. I have like, I've literally befriended like less than 20% of the critters in the game. Like,
Oh,
I
no.
ignore them. Like, the way that you befriend them and allow them to like run around with you as like a companion is by feeding them their favorite food like 3 times or whatever. But it's not only like, oh, the rabbit, it's like the white rabbit, the black rabbit, the red rabbit. And so you have to have like befriended and fed that specific rabbit type 3 times in order for it to like be your companion, in order for you to submit it to the museum. Oh my God, I've been playing this game for 3 years and I have less than 20% of my critters.
That's a feat too, because aren't some of them like Thursday nights once a month? Like,
yeah, well, they're not once a month, it's weekly. So everything is available at least weekly, but it's like, yeah, some of them are like Thursday nights from 6 p.m. to midnight.
Right. And then it's like, but then you have to get it to befriend you. Like, you still have to feed it enough.
You have to do it like 2 or 3 weeks in a row. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't even know if I'm going to be able to finish the Peaceful Meadow because there are 2 rabbits that I need to submit. One of them is the calico rabbit and the other one is the white rabbit. And they both appear tomorrow.
Okay.
But one of them only appears on Thursdays. And so and you can only feed them once a day. So if tomorrow, like if I haven't fed them ever in the past, I'm screwed. I'm not going to get him in my museum until next week.
Oh my gosh.
So anyway, well, it's kind of stinky, but it's also kind of fun.
Thing.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. It's also like a grind. And this is just the rabbits. Like, I don't even have those other rooms open yet. So I don't know about the ravens. I don't know about the alligators.
The little dragons.
So
yeah, no.
Something I did today to try to like help myself in this mission, because I have been this way and I've talked about this before. I do not like in games when I have to look something up, because then I pick my phone up to Google it and then I get distracted looking at something else. I'm on social media. I'm texting someone back. Whatever. It's not good for me to look things up on my phone when I'm playing games. So I hate when I have to feed these critters. And I think that's a part of the reason I don't do it, is because I'm like, I don't know your favorite food. I don't know. And I don't want to distract myself by picking up my phone. So what I did today was I placed a chest in every single biome and put that biome's animals' favorite food in the chest. So all I have to do is, okay, well, the bunnies like carrots. So I put a chest full of carrots in the Peaceful Meadow. And the squirrels like, I don't remember what they liked, but
blueberries or
something in there. The raccoons like blueberries.
Oh.
The flippin' ravens like 5-star meals. So I had to put a whole stack of 5-star meals in a chest in the Forgotten Lands. But anywho, I did that today. So at least moving forward and like completing this critter thing, I luckily will not have to do any like research. Like, I know, okay, this animal is here at this time. Feed it this food that's already prepared in the area. Just go, So
smart.
I kind of made it a little bit easier on myself.
That's such a great idea.
So yeah, that's really fun. There's the diorama, there's the aquarium, and the habitat. So the diorama, I think that's like the material. So it's like sticks and gems and that stuff. The aquarium is all the different types of fish. The habitat is all the different types of critters. So I really like that. I think the museum grand exhibition is cool. I think that was like a fun free base game update, no DLC. It's just, I think that's really cute. So,
and I think it's good for people who want extra things to do, who may have finished like Star Paths or whatever it is that just gives you more things to do if you're bored or if you're like worn out of decorating. I think that's so fun. Now, is this a building that they teased in a post before?
I don't know.
And they were like, they posted a picture of the shop. We thought it was a shop. I bet you it is, because I remember people being like, oh, is it another store? What is this?
It's a big grand, it looks like a big fancy bank or something, or like a museum. Yes. It's got the like pillars and yeah, it's beautiful.
So that's the one. That's amazing. I'm glad it turned into a museum. I think it's just a fun way to get people involved in things again in all the areas. So that's amazing.
So we got that today. We got a new Star Path, and I'm torn on whether or not I want to participate in this star path. So
Okay.
I did choose to do the last one. It was Valentine's themed, and it was
Mhm.
it was like pink and red and hearts and cute, and it was really cute. I
Uh-huh.
didn't play the game enough. I didn't complete the star path. I
Okay.
did get most of the stuff that I wanted because I had done enough of it that I was able to like claim the rewards that I wanted, aside from like the big one at the end, which was Tony's restaurant from Lady and the
Okay.
Tramp.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't get that, but I was able to get like most of the other stuff I wanted. This star path is cute. It's
Mhm.
kind of like naturey. So there's some like greenery stuff. There's a
Yeah.
lot of like fairy floral dresses. There's like some
Mhm.
like Tinkerbell floral, like it looks like you're wearing a flower dress types. There's some cute stuff, but then there's also some stuff that like I really don't like. So it's like
Okay.
really 50-50 for me. Like I really like this, like there's my favorite things. There's a Bambi topiary and a Thumper topiary.
Cute.
And so I really like those. And so there's some stuff I really like.
Okay.
And then there's some other stuff I absolutely despise. That's like lava. They did like a whole lava theme where there's like a lava outfit and a lava mask and then like lava rivers and like lava stepping stones. And so it's like half of it's like naturey and like green and floral and like topiaries and like springy. And then the other half is lava themed. And so I'm like, I don't know if I want.
I see it.
It's like, I don't know if it's worth the, because, so I don't know. I haven't gotten the star path yet. I do like some of the stuff. Like I really like that Thumper topiary.
It is cute. I like this little house, the little fairy hut with the petals coming out of it. It's super cute.
Mm-hmm.
The dress is cute. Yeah.
But
the other half.
The lava stuff.
I mean, yeah, that's interesting.
It's a 50-50. I haven't gotten it yet. TBD.
Okay.
I will say what I think is really cool. They have this thing called Vault Rewards.
Okay.
That is new. We've never had this before. And as you earn your, like, whatever, the tokens for the star path, you can also unlock what are called like the Vault Rewards, which are rewards from previous star paths. So it's like
amazing.
If it's star paths you didn't participate in, it's like stuff you can earn from old star paths that like maybe it was before you started playing or like maybe you just didn't do it or whatever. So Vault Rewards are something new.
I think that's amazing.
It did look like a lot of the stuff is stuff that I might already have. In which case they give you like a special red mystery chest and like you don't know what's in it, but we'll see.
Ooh, I like that they did that. I think it's hard, like if you start a game later and then you miss some exclusive items, like I get it, that's exclusivity, right? Like there is a perk to that, but I think it's nice to at least have the option to get some stuff if you wanted it.
1,000%.
That's really cool that they did that.
Yeah. With this update, we also got a couple of festivals. The Spring Floating Festival runs from April 29th, so it hasn't started yet, through May 19th. And then after that, the Troves of Treasure event from May 27th through June 9th. So a couple of events that we have coming up. I don't know what they are. I think one of them is like a returning event or maybe both of them, but we'll see.
Okay.
Disney is always good at having events.
Seriously.
They always have got something going on.
They always have something like back to back, but they're good. Like they're good events.
Yeah. And right now the Easter egg thing is still happening. So like you can there's still like the Easter event going on.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, there's like a new collection in the premium shop that is it's the Colors of Nature collection. So it kind of gives just like outdoorsy. I think it's supposed to be like a little bit Pocahontas vibe.
Cool.
But it's like an outdoorsy, cute, like very natural, naturey pergola, goofy stall skin, a wishing well skin. These like cool, like the colors of the wind, like leaves, you know, like the leaves from Pocahontas. Yeah. There's a couple different versions of those, which I think people will probably be using in their dream snaps a lot.
Yep.
And then a new companion, Percy the pug from Pocahontas as well.
Amazing.
So Percy the grouchy little pug.
Oh.
So I don't know. I think it was a really good update and I played it today and I haven't played Disney in at least a month. Like I've just been so busy with Palia and Pokopia and I feel like I've been playing other games that I haven't picked up Disney in about a month. And it was like so fun getting back into it.
Oh.
And so I had a lot of fun playing it. The new update was
Good.
good and worth it and good time.
There's a lot to it.
There's a
You're right.
lot.
Like when they do an update, it's big. Like there's a lot to
Yeah.
it with the
Yeah.
festivals announced, the events happening.
The grand
they
exhibition, the new character, the
Mhm.
premium shop updates. It's like, I feel like, and I say this a lot, I feel like Palia does, or has been. I know Palia is kind of shifting their updates stuff, but like Palia was like every month to the day, small updates. Like it felt like new plushie, smaller updates, new plushie, new bulletin board, a couple new skins, tints, whatever.
Yep.
And then, but it was like every month. And then I feel like Disney is like every 2 months, maybe every 2.5 months, but like a bigger update, you know?
You get a museum, you get a new character,
right,
you're getting a
like
new
a bunch of stuff,
like,
a lot of
okay,
quality of
sure.
life updates.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I
that's
was talking
awesome.
about today that I love about Disney? I love about Stardew Valley, but that grinds my gears about Pokopia.
Tell me.
Not being able to auto transfer stuff in my pocket into my chest. I just want to like, you know how like in Disney where you can go smart transfer and anything that you have in your pocket that's in that chest will transfer into that chest?
Yes.
Like all at once.
Yes.
I hate having to be like, do I have this in this chest? Nope.
Right.
Do I have this in this chest? Nope. Oh, it drives me crazy.
I know. I think there's a lot of quality of life updates I think we need for that game specifically, but I think over the years with Dreamlight Valley, I feel like they take the cake for the best quality of life
I agree.
updates and like just in general for the game.
I heard today, I said that same thing today on stream, and somebody said, I heard that Nintendo is looking into developing that like smart transfer thing. And
fantastic.
I was like, that'd be great, but I'm not getting my hopes up because God knows how long it took us to get bulk crafting in Animal Crossing. Took us 6 years. Like, I'm not getting my hopes up too high.
Not anytime soon. I truly think like the bulk crafting or painting, like the painting situation has to be fixed. The painting is so rough in that game. It's I think Dreamlight Valley has, I don't want to say perfected, but I feel like they always do a good job of focusing on like the feedback they're getting for certain things and implementing a fix, and not just like a quick fix, like exactly what people want, something that is like life-changing in the game, something that really makes things easier. So I admire that about them.
I think I appreciate that too. I don't know. I had a thought and then it went out one ear and then the other. In one ear out the other.
It's just interesting because I played Palia for like 2 years straight, right? That's all I wanted to play. And going into Pokopia where they have a lot of similar mechanisms, it's interesting how bad Pokopia can be about certain things and like what I take for granted from Palia, but then Palia, like, I wouldn't say they're perfect
every game
either,
has
right?
their strengths and weaknesses.
Every game has their thing. But I find myself like when I'm not thinking about what I'm doing, I'm like trying to do a Palia, like what my thumbs are clicking on my controller is like the Palia way of doing something, and I haven't fully adjusted to Pokopia yet. I don't know where I was going with that, but
I was gonna say I remembered what my thought was. Pokopia also needs some sort of like a cell. Like I need to be able to get rid of stuff. I need a garbage can. I need to be able to sell stuff. Like I don't know what the long-term plan is here, but like I've got to be. I know it's like trade all of your volcanic ash for the items in the Poke Shop trading. No.
Like that, it takes a long time, and half the time the stuff that they're trading is not stuff that I
don't want leaves.
No, I don't. They need to have some way to make money that is not just by completing a task. Like you have to be able to sell things.
We're going to run out of tasks. And the daily tasks aren't going to be enough.
No. And I truly need to make money. I need to sell some stuff. And the only way I've been able to right now is by filling my pockets to the brim and going to the little Drifloon Islands and dropping hundreds of things on those beaches and just saying, sorry, here's all my extra blocks of ash. Like, I don't know what else to do with them. But like, I have so many big yellow storage containers in every Pokemon Center for trading purposes. I'm like, I don't need all those. I don't need all of those bins. I'm overwhelmed by bins right now.
And the fact that we're like expected to hold on to all that stuff until it's like time to trade for something that we actually want. It's like, come on, there needs to be a better system.
And especially because it's so Minecrafty. With like, to build, you have to get rid of these blocks and then you have to pick them up. What do you do with them then? Like, you just have to go litter them to some other island or trade them for 2 leaves. I'm offering you $5,000 worth of volcanic ash for $200 of a bundle of twigs or something.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm like, yes, take my stuff.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. But
anyway, every game has its pros and cons.
Every game has their thing.
And I have been loving all of them. This was like I think what has made me so happy lately is that I have been good about like balancing my game, so I'm not getting burnt out on any one thing. I'm loving Pokopia and playing a lot of it, but like Disney was so fun today and I have been sprinkling in some Palia, so it's been a good balance of like
everything,
a lot of things. Also, I have just been and I feel like I've told you this before and I may have said this on the podcast, but like I am in deep on a watch through of Law and Order SVU.
Yes.
And I'm having so much fun with it. Like, it's so, like, that's bad to say, but like I love it. Like, if I'm like eating lunch, I have Law and Order on. If I'm eating breakfast, I have Law and Order on. If I'm like doing my journal in bed, I have Law and Order on the TV. Like, it's just like my background show that I have on while I like clean the kitchen or while I'm like planting some lavender. I have my laptop with Law and Order on. So that's probably not good for the mental health to have like crime, but it's like, it's like I don't know. It's like the theme song. Everything's so like So
yeah,
I've been loving that. So I think like there are a lot of things that are bringing me joy right now, and I'm like doing a very good job at balancing them, I think. So
good.
Yeah, I've been proud of myself.
I like the Law and Order. I do agree. I think it's a good background show. Maybe a little less triggering that way too if it's on in the background and you're doing things. I think it's a really good show if you're like mindlessly playing a game, like for example Pokopia. If you're just trying to clear ash, you can have it on while you just roll around clearing ash. Like, I think that's perfect. I've only been watching basketball the past couple of days. I like the tournament stuff. I think it's kind of fun to see who wins like the big title. So I've had that on, but it's over now. So
I was on, so Peacock is where I watch Law and Order, is on the Peacock app. And I was on the Peacock app, I don't know, 2 nights ago or something. I was like just getting into bed and I was getting my journal and I was getting ready to turn Law and Order on, and I had the Peacock app up, but I hadn't like scrolled down to Law and Order yet. And so it was like right up at the top, and there was some basketball or something. And so you could hear the like squeak, 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 squeak of like shoes. And my husband was like, "Are you watching basketball?" And I was like, no, I just haven't scrolled to Law and Order yet.
Well, I would just like to tell you, if it was like 2 days ago, that was the national championship game, that you were like, no, like the final game of all of basketball. I had it up on my iPad while I played Pokopia here because I liked sports as background music.
It was probably 2 days ago. I said, no, I'm not watching this crap. And
just the national championship.
I don't even know who was in it.
Michigan Wolverines won the whole thing. Michigan Wolverines beat UConn, University of Connecticut Huskies, I think. Yeah, I think it was UConn, but
didn't know
Michigan won. Michigan won, and
I didn't even know
it is what it is. But now I'm gonna find. I know what it is. So my next background show, there's one season of Pokemon that I never watched because the animation style, Ash looked weird. In my opinion, he just looked a little funky compared to what I'm used to. So I skipped over it and never watched it because it's like, I don't like this. but I'm telling myself I need to watch it now. So
yeah, and if you're going to be watching it while you're doing something else, you won't even see his animation style, so it doesn't even matter.
Right. Exactly. I just have to listen to it. So
Yeah.
that's the next thing on my list. While I do some like Pokopia building, I'm going to watch Pokemon, and then I'm going to spend the rest of my time getting cards. So
perfect.
She's doing great. She's
love it.
Fully in the zone. Teddy, I think that's all I've got for you this week.
That's all I got for you.
All right, sister. Well, everyone, thank you so much for listening to us chat about the movies, the Pokemons, the everything. We appreciate it. All of our favorite things. And we will talk to you next week.
Bye, friends.
Bye.